we've been talking all week about Birthing Ritual plus Warp, how these two mechanics are, or how you can warp your creature, and then you can sometimes get the ETB effect, and then you can Birthing Ritual it into something big. And so I think I was thinking about it wrong until yesterday, where I was really like, okay, how do we sack what 6-drop are we getting off Quantum Riddler? What 6-drop are we getting? But I don't think you're supposed to get 6-drops. I think you're supposed to get other copies of Quantum Riddler, other copies of Solitude, Omnath. You can get Eternal Witness, Witch Enchanter sometimes. And I am playing one Red Overlord, just kind of trying it out. We played against someone else who was playing this card and actually looked pretty good. It's also good with Felia. Goes really crazy with Starfield Vocalist. So this is where I'm at. I want to say that when we were talking about this deck yesterday, basically every chatter who had tried to build a deck, they were playing the Starfield Shepherd plus the Guide Pride package, and I was also really stuck thinking that you kind of had to build the deck this way for a little bit. Where the thing is, Quantum Riddler is a really really good 5 mana value warp creature. There's not really another one besides Starfield Shepherd. So you would think that you would have to play Starfield Shepherd plus Guide Pride, but the problem is if you build your deck that way, you have a very hard time having a meaningful density of interaction, I think. I mean, it's possible that you could still play like the Eternal Witness, Ephemerate, Orm's Chant stuff, but I just kept wanting to go bigger with it. I kept wanting to go a little bit bigger if this is our game plan, so maybe we could still build that version. But I was really interested in playing Prismatic Ending. We're playing Orm's Chant, Eternal Witness Lock as our main sources of interaction. And also just drawing so many cards, having a bunch of Orm's Chants can be really good. And so you do need that kind of extra warp creature to play early to have redundancy so your Birthing Rituals are good, if that makes sense. So I think the second best thing to play in this shell is Starfield Vocalist. I think it's a bit better than All Fate Stalker. I haven't really liked this card that much. I want to keep testing it a little bit. But the idea is that this card is mostly so that you can warp it and then Birthing Ritual into something big, while also you can warp it, evoke Solitude, pitch 2 things. You could also, you can double up on the Omnath triggers. You can double up on the Eternal Witness trigger. I think that's pretty cool. Double up on, it does do a lot of stuff if it's just in play too. And having 4 toughness is also really nice in the Flage format. Togo, thank you for the raid. Hope you're doing well. So that we're starting with this in between rounds. Maybe making some changes as we go. It may be right. Okay, Timmy. It may be right to try the Starfield Shepherd package instead. But we played Starfield Shepherd yesterday also, and I think it's also just good to be testing a big variety of audiences. Definitely one to chew on. Okay, so all of these stones are probably going to be 2 mana rocks. They might be different mana values. Yeah, I'm having a hard time evaluating it. This is just a league. We're not hand hiding. We're 2-0 in the challenge. Probably want to use a different abbreviation also in the future. Okay, so Meyer might be Hollow One variant. Could be Storm. It's nice to have this Orm's Chant. Are those magic cards? Yes. Okay, so drawing the Prismatic Ending is kind of cool because I can, if they have a mana, if they go like Mana Raw or Mana, Ruby Medallion, Ritual, we can pick a point to Orm's Chant, and then we can untap a Prismatic Ending. So they hit a Ral, they hit a Desperate Ritual. Good chance I just want to upkeep the chant if the Ral is just in exile like that. Yeah, that's a good question. Is this from Spider-Man or is this from the Marvel set? Because it's kind of cool to drop okay, I was just thinking I wanted to keep this for Eternal Witness. I mean, I don't mind drawing the Witness, I guess. So, let's see what we draw here. Is it in Marvel or is it in Spider-Man? It is in Spider-Man? Cool. Wait, that was a real card? Yeah. I think it's cool. I'm sure everyone, as always, has very normal opinions about Universe Beyond the cards. Yeah, Spider-Man and Marvel are different sets, and they're both coming out this year. And there's an Avatar: The Last Airbender set. I'm really excited for that one. No, yeah, there are two. It's the Spider-Man and the Marvel are indeed different sets. So they cast the ritual to put it in the graveyard. Yeah, I don't know what the Magic Online version of these cards are going to be. It's likely going to be kind of convoluted. Who's my favorite Spider-Man? I grew up reading Amazing Spider-Man. I think my favorite Spider-Man is probably like the PlayStation Spider-Man games. Like that for me has like felt like the most like, I don't know, complete and nostalgic, and I just really enjoyed both of those games a lot. I think as much as I've liked the movies and the comics, I think that the games are my favorite Spider-Man medium. There's no announced Marvel set, only Spider-Man this year. Okay, I guess I've just had that wrong the whole time. So sorry about that. So they Rinse Resolve into Artist Talent and Metamorphose. It's pretty good. Wise of them to play the talent first, because I would definitely chant in response to the Metamorphose. Okay, so let's go. It doesn't really matter because I'm just going to kill the other one, but I should kill the talents because they can animate this on the Orbs chant turn. There's only one Marvel set in Spider-Man. Okay, I thought we were getting Spider-Man, Marvel, and Avatar. I guess that makes a lot more sense. There's only 4 months left in the year. They announced they're doing 3 Marvel sets total. We don't know any of them besides Spider-Man. Okay, cool. Thank you. Definitely is a little confusing. All right, that Ephemerate will lock this game up probably. Do you think 1 or 2 copy of Karmic Guide would be playable? You could mess around with it and maybe over the Red Overlord. It's a good idea. But, oh yeah, that's right. It is 5 months left in the year. This month is still full. The arena version of Spider-Man is supposed to be different. No, I do know the arena and the Magic Online are supposed to be different. I don't know where. I think I've just been like always. I don't go on like the Magic subreddit or anything. I just get all of my Magic news from you guys. So when you guys are wrong, I'm wrong. I'm just a misinfo spreader. This build is really fun. Red Overlord. Okay, just another Riddler. All right. So up a game against Storm. We're kind of pre-boarded with the chance. I think we are interested in the Endurances. I don't think the Consigns are very good. Wrath X equals 2 could be okay. They'll play 1. I do like... I kind of hope that we only have like one or 2 Infinity Stones in the Marvel set. Or the Spider-Man set. And that way they can like kind of sprinkle them in. I think that's a cool way to do it. I think on the draw against Storm I have to mulligan. Alright, and I have to keep this. We have the lock also. So I guess I put back the Prismatic Ending. I really would like to keep the ending, but I have to keep 3 lands plus the lock. Cosmic with Twitch Prime, thank you, welcome back. That would have kind of been almost the perfect 7-card hand were it a 7-card hand. 4th land's fine. Maybe 2 stones, 2 stones, and gauntlet. Yeah. If it's 3 sets, you could do 2 stones, 2 stones, 1 stone gauntlet. Aren't there 6 stones? Right. Fake fan. Maybe 2 stones gauntlet in the last set. Feeling pretty good about our chances here. Oh wait. Yeah, okay. Yeah, we can do the Mind Stone. Wait, is this one? Was this the Soul Stone or Soul Stone? I did forget Mind Stone is already a card. Power Stone? I don't think there's like Worn Power Stone. I don't think there's just Power Stone. It's kind of funny. Yeah, I think I'm gonna chant them here. Yeah, tokens shouldn't be a problem. There's like a card called Blood, and there's also blood tokens. Oh, I can't get Steam Vents off the Windswept Teeth. I think I'm actually going to Solitude this main phase because if they end up flipping the Rao on their upkeep here, it's really bad because then they can kill my Eternal Witness. Belly is a really good draw. I think it's cool after all these years. Eternal Witness is just still the best. Best in slot. Marvel branding aside, the new set of powerful mana rocks setting. Yeah, I think so too. I don't know. I think it's cool. I like Marvel. I like Spider-Man. I like Avatar. I like Lord of the Rings. I don't care for Final Fantasy. I don't care for Assassin's Creed. But like when it's one of these IPs I like, I'm excited, and I think that's how it is. That how it is for most people, or I guess there's got to be some hardliner Universe Beyond gamers. Opponent's tapped out. Do you have Gut Shot? Care about Final Fantasy Smash, dude. The Final Fantasy fans, the Final Fantasy fans, like I posted this Expedition 33 meme when I was making for the YouTube video, and there was a comment on that post I made that was very upset that I had a Expedition 33 meme. I don't think that the commenter like followed Magic at all or anything. I think they were just upset I was posting about Expedition 33 because they were a Magic fan. Because they were a Magic fan. Oh, because they were a Final Fantasy fan, which is the same thing, I guess. It was so funny. They were so upset, and they were just shit talking Expedition 33 the whole time, and they told me I should play a real game like Final Fantasy X. It was so funny. All right, they couldn't get shot then because the active chant, huh? One day, the caring about Magic's actual setting being killed for the profits of IP crossovers will die down. I'll just enjoy Magic the Gathering game engine and more than Magic the Gathering setting. I don't know. It's like, okay, I'll say this: the conversation about Universes Beyond is not interest. It hasn't been interesting for a long time. It's like it's been 2 years at this point, 3 years, of the crossovers. It's like this is what it is. I think a lot of it's cool. I think a lot of it's lame, but I also feel that way about a lot of the regular Magic setting stuff. A lot of the regular Magic setting stuff was pretty lame. And it also still exists, and Magic has always been a setting that's a multiverse. So I don't know. I don't really mind it at all, but I also think it's there's no new conversations being had with it either. Yeah, I do often wonder that too. Yeah, I wonder like what would attitudes about universes beyond be if they didn't start with the stupid Walking Dead? A lot of current Magic sets continue lame reps, right? Like, well, yeah, for sure. I mean, I didn't like play like I started in Return to Ravnica. I liked Ravnica. I liked Innistrad. I didn't like Theros that much. I thought Tarkir was cool. I thought Ixalan was really bad. It's just they're just so hit or miss. Yeah, I think if it started with Lord of the Rings, I do wonder if attitudes would be different. Yeah, Fortnite. Why is Ixalan bad? One of the few sets with a good Magic story. I don't know. It wasn't for me. Is I guess of course always the answer. But I just the whole setting the setting was I just thought bad. The whole we've got vampires and we've got pirates and we've got dinosaurs. There's got to be something for you to like. Just didn't feel like very good world building to me. Very very nitpicky for no reason. I know. But that's Magic though. Everyone just has things they like and things they don't like. I think I'll just get back the ending for a white card for Solitude. I don't know. I mean, this game is pretty locked up. My opponent sure is not doing anything. Using Ravnica as a crime drama was the biggest punt. They sent me the like clue kit for that the crime novel thing. It wasn't that bad. To note, the 64 months. Thank you. Welcome back. Hope you're doing well. Okay, on the play against the Kahira here. Interesting. We don't have blue mana for the Starfield Vocalist, actually, but I think we're still keeping on 7 on the play. I've been messing around Fanatic of Ronus plus Terra. The synergy is really, really strong when you mill something over and cast it off 4 mana or hit another Ronus. I guess I don't know what Terra is. I am a sucker for Fanatic of Ronus. 100 cards beginning with Terra found. 100? Terastodon is one of them. Oh, the one that mills for enchantments. I mean, it sure is a 4-power creature. The thing is, it's like I agree that the play pattern of of like Fnatic into Terra, find something casted is good. The thing is, there aren't good enchantments. Like you're getting what, Fable of the Mirror Breaker. Like what enchantment is it? You know, maybe there is something. Okay, that's pretty gross. They grab a Tune the Narrative. Hopefully, draw a blue source. Okay, we do. Do I chant to play around Solitude? I don't think so, because we've got the Ephemerates, right? Update title 2-1. Yep. Okay, don't get to draw a card, but could hit a 5. Oh, wrong one drop. Not counterspelling that. Okay. Tune. Okay, so we do get to draw a card off this Ephemerate. Let's hope they don't have another Solitude and another white card. Nice. So they're cashing the Narset here. They reveal a Get Lost with that might be a white card for another Solitude. Then they play a Field of Ruin and then they pass. Definitely not going to cast the Ephemerate. So they didn't play around another Ephemerate super well. Do you think I'm interested in casting the Witch Enchanter so I could maybe turn it into something else? Kind of scared of Wrath Disguise. I think that's like kind of the card they would have kept. Oh, the white card they would have kept. Alright, so let's grab a Starfield Vocalist. And then just chill. What changed where all of a sudden Birthing Ritual decks are doing well? Well, they just printed a bunch of warp cards. What are you talking about? You know what changed. They printed a bunch of warp cards. I do get to make mana off this. Not that that's going to do anything. Mana burn. Even for the new set? I guess it's not my impression that they were doing well. I mean, Birthing Ritual decks have been fine for a while, right? Like, we've had plenty of success with various Birthing Ritual shells. That would have been nice to draw. Good job, Gaia Reach. But it's not like it's super new that Birthing Ritual does well. I'm going to not play around Solitude white card being their last two cards. Okay, nice. So let's go grab Quantum Riddler, draw 3 cards. Nice. Oh, I guess I did forget the Simic deck. Yeah, I mean, that deck's just kind of good. Been a little underrated in general. I think swatting Riddler into the non-Witness Ephemerate shell could also be good. Well, I mean, this is okay. So, into non-ritual Witness Ephemerate. Well, I guess why are we not playing Ritual here? We love stupid Thundertrap Trader. We love like people. Why are we playing Thundertrap Trader without Flare? I've been screaming like this is a Flare of Denial card. That's the only reason you put this in your deck. And people don't listen to me. I don't know. I don't know. I don't understand why this is better. I think it could be banned without the Omnats and stuff, but the rituals have been performing really well. But yeah, like my biggest point is that y'all gotta stop putting Thundertrap Trainer in your non-flare decks. Didn't change the mana base, used to have flare. Not sure if I still want to Riddler. Well, I'm just telling you don't want to have Thundertrap Trainer in your deck if you don't have flare. Yeah, I also like the Abzan Birthing Ritual deck. We could definitely play that with the white one. I don't think we can splash Riddler super easy. Maybe you could. So they probably have a Solitude, and they're debating which thing to target here, I would guess. Like, they didn't have Solitude like 2 turns ago. But so I guess while our opponent's just not here, it's like I don't understand why why be green if you're not playing Birthing Ritual. Like, Witness Orm's Chant is fine, but for me this is more like a means to an end so that you can splash green for the Birthing Ritual stuff. It's like, if you're not playing Ritual, I think I would just much rather be like the blue-white list we're playing in the challenge, if that makes sense. It's like, it's not that like Witness Orm's Chant is super good, but it's just the best win condition linear deck interaction that you can play in this shell is why we're playing it. It's not that this interaction is so powerful that you really want to play it. It's again, also like no Felia is really weird. But it's more about that being the best win condition with Ritual. But if you're not playing Ritual, then I think you just don't want to be green. I guess we could look at some other decks if anybody has them. Opponent has been gone for 3 minutes. Okay, so this is the build you're talking about? I played a little bit of Balustrade Worm off stream. I was really unimpressed by it, but it might be better here. So Terra can find you FOMO, it can find you Detective's Phoenix. Only 2 Phoenixes is weird. Like, this card is just so good, but maybe you're kind of bad at collecting evidence. It can find you Blood Moon, it can find you Urza Saga. So you're probably like 40-ish% to hit an enchantment, which is kind of pretty low. Although just the bill could be good. Oh, also Sprawl. Thoughts of blue-white Riddler deck that uses Brought Back to ramp. Well, Brought Back doesn't synergize with Riddler itself, as I'm sure you know. I've played a lot of Brought Back, and I'm not in general not the biggest fan. If it's just like a Solitude scam card, like if I'm gonna play a card like Brought Back, I think I'd rather just have a Cloud Shift that's good with Solitude and it's good with Riddler, and it's also kind of like a ramp card because it scams your 4/6 flyer into play. I guess the idea is you could go Brought Back into Riddler on turn 3. I think I played a lot of Brought Back, and I wouldn't probably bark up that tree too much. Any further work on Obi-Wan? I don't know if I played it on stream or not. I did play it off stream at the very least. Okay, so the problem with these builds is you have no interaction for Storm, you have no interaction for Titan, you have no interaction for Eldrazi. You just cannot beat these decks game 1, period. You have nothing. You cannot beat Belcher game 1. And so I don't love the attitude of I could not win game 1 in these matchups. I'll just try to win both sideboard games. Which is why I think it's important that you play like main deck Orm's Chant or Ranger Captain or White Orchid Phantom or Counter Magic of some kind, or you play like in the Abzan build you get access to Severance Priest, and Severance Priest goes a long way. All right, so we're looking for Red Overlord and we're looking for Eternal Witness. I think we can just go ahead and cycle a Riddler.
How's the challenge going?
I'm 2-1 right now. Yeah, whatever the soup thing I got last time, that would be awesome. Thank you.
Yeah, I got
Wedding is happening October 26th. No stream that day. Or for 2 weeks after that. Does it make sense to add Riddler and Espergorio? You could play Riddler and Espergorio. It's good to have like backup plans. You could also side into this kind of stuff pretty easy. How many white orchids would you add? 2, 3? I mean, I don't know. It's like just Phantom isn't enough by itself. By the way, I don't know. This is the problem. You have a big problem. You got to solve it. I guess kind of simply like this is how I would build like Bant Ritual. Like you can move away from Omnaths a little bit, and like you can cut Omnath and still be Bant. You also got to play 4 Quantum Riddler. Come on. But I don't know. It's more complicated than that. 2 or 3 White Orchid Phantoms. With 2 or 3 Phantoms, you still like cannot beat any of the matchups I just described game 1. So I don't know. It's just you have a really big structural problem is what I'm trying to say. I think the Charmors are actually pretty good just because of the ability to ritual into them. My opponent has disconnected, maybe restarting. Not an EoE, but a Final Fantasy Breed never got to. Sorry if I missed 1 or 2. Yeah, I think this card is just not a strong enough payoff. It's just like a big trample with 3 toughness creature. And like 3 toughness creatures in the Flage format are so tough. Can't recur it with Nightmare, which helps, but... creatures used to pass the Lightning Bolt check. It's kind of just okay if you're like 1 or 2 drop dice to Lightning Bolt now. But when your 3 mana creature dies to Flage for no value, it's almost just a non-starter. Do you cut Chance here? I don't think so. I think they're kind of good. I was trying an All-Be-One Shifting Woodland deck, but the deck feels so slow these days. Started interested about All-Be-One. Oh, I know I played it I don't know if I played it on stream or not. I did play it sometime recently. I usually like Bowmaster to help if you're going to play Knight Errant, Bowmaster to help with the Convoke is pretty good, I think. Is Green Sun good in this deck? I hate how you have no value cards to get with Green Sun and you can't get your primary combo card. Yeah, I think I hate Green Sun in this deck. I don't think you can really make it good. One thing you could do is you could also play Sam combo. So when we've played Amalia in the past, there's like nice overlap with Sam and Amalia combo. Where one, like Amalia, like when you do your Amalia exploring, it sets you up to return to the ranks the Sam combo into play. Cauldron Familiar starts your Amalia combo. They're all the same colors. I think it's good to overlap the two. So that could be a good reason to play Green Sun Zenith if you want to be this build. But you might not want to play it. The Fatal Pushes are kind of weird too. I think you just play Bowmaster at that spot in the main. I don't think this is a good looting deck. It's almost a good looting deck, but you only have the Phoenixes to discard for value. Yeah, the lootings aren't good here. So like you either need to commit and you need to play like Hollow One and like ideally Flage. So you like Flage over a Psychic Frog and be a looting deck or move away from looting. And maybe play I don't know if, I guess Stubborn Denial is not quite good here. Blue-white Timeless. Just the format is timeless. So you get play Crow Mox. I know. Okay, Strip Mine. I miss Timeless. We still haven't played Lightstall Inquisitor. It's kind of a weird split. Probably should add them to our blue-white energy build. I have no comments though. Okay, so circling back to Emissary in these kind of lists. So the problem I have with Emissary here is like, look at our artifact count. We have 16 artifacts. 4 of them are 2 mana. So like, is Pinnacle Emissary good with this low artifact count without the like the Springleaf Drums and Ornithopters and the Baubles? I don't know is the answer to that question. Yeah, I guess we just haven't really stress tested the bottom of this. Also, no Urza Sagas, weird. I do get it. I think so. Turns on the Thoughtcast as well. Maybe. Yeah, so I mean, that is the question you have to answer. And like Imri helps with the Pinnacle Emissaries. I would just like love to have 4 more cheap artifacts in this build. Like maybe I would love to like somehow play like Kappa Cannoneer over Temporal Trespass and Rebuke. I don't know if you could do that. Wait, my opponent's still playing? What is happening? They have 12 minutes on the clock. They have to win games 2 and 3. They're playing blue-white control. Good luck to them. Yeah, no VV is weird also. I don't know if that's how correct or incorrect that is. Repeal seems like a really good bridge card. Where it helps your Pinnacle Emissary, and then it also like just it kind of helps everything. I like that thought a lot. I mean, tier 1 VV hater feels one more. I think that's a fine place to be. Yeah, I was a bit worried about that. I didn't think chanting was correct. Maybe my opponent will just be inactive for so many minutes and then just easy 2-0 me. I feel like the Trespasser mandatory gives a lot of 3 kills. I also really like the Trespasses when I was playing a lot of that archetype, so I'll trust you on that one. The Vocalists have actually been pretty good in this build, I think. I really like that you can just you just warp them and you Birthing Ritual them away, and then they're also good to ritual into. They haven't done a ton outside of that, but it's been okay. So they have a snare in their hand, so let's not go for Vocalist plus Ritual. Is there something deterministic about the Trespasses? No, it's just Trespass Steelcutter kills your opponent most of the time. Although I will say that when we were playing the Trespasses, like the ability to go VV into Trespass was a big part of it being playable for me. Dang, I was hoping it was Counterspell, so we could resolve the ritual through the snare. Such an awkward draw. Because I was hoping to draw a land so I could go chant into both of these, but now I just have to run this into the snare, and I can't play a second because I don't have another green. I'm not rewarding my opponent for their like 8 minutes of inactivity with a fast concession though. Yeah, you can circle back. You can play like Meeting of Minds, some of the other Convoke cards maybe. Yeah, we played a mono white anti-casual Vestige deck, and I was liking it. I can't get the Overlord. All right, now sit down. Yeah, I thought about Vestige for this deck. I think it's kind of awkward on the mana curve. For the most part, I'm thinking about it as a card you want to play in your non-Eldrazi K command builds. I think to me that sounds like a really good place for it. I think we're supposed to jam here. Okay, then hopefully they don't have a second snare. Quantum Riddler would be pretty nice. Yeah, we're playing a singleton red Overlord. No, second snare. Let's go. No, you get lost. I think this is better than getting Witness. They reveal a prismatic ending. Do they have a land for the ritual? No, but they have a solitude. Boom! Dude, how are they? They're just playing at warp speed. I guess they were double queuing in the challenge, probably. I don't think Trail of Crumbs is a Crumbs is a modern playable card. I do not recommend registering it. As I say, this is someone who has registered it too many times. They reveal Wrath Disguise. They have that. They have a Path to Exile. We're drawing all lands. We're gonna keep playing. Another Prismatic Ending. Card that is not great against me. If they just have to go to discard, we're going to let them. They don't. They put the Jace on top. A lot of good top decks. Don't think I'm supposed to ephemerate there. Try to draw Eternal Witness. Alright, let's go to game 3. Checking on the challenge. We've got 4 matches still in progress. The surefire way to break Days of Doing when your opponent says Narset is let them already have 7 cards in hand while you just have 1. I agree completely. Well, at least they're playing fast now. I do think that they were probably double queuing. Favorite EoE card to play? Probably Riddler. Riddler's been really fun. It's like definitely my kind of card, you know. We lost to Misplaced Ginger on Energy in the challenge. We also beat Energy, and then we beat the Goryo's. What's the card called? The 4 mana discard a card at random, deal damage equal to the mana value. Any thoughts on how to best build Eldrazi? I kind of like the Dice Factory builds with Ugin. I think the normal Eldrazi ramp builds aren't that good. I think Brood Scale is better than regular Eldrazi ramp. Yeah, Cragwood Cremator. What's my kind of card? Card advantage spell? Like Ephemerate focus card advantage spell. Alright, keeping this on the play. Okay, they were playing quick. Yes, they got a mulligan decision. Isn't Pending better than Solitude versus Control deck? Kills Narset and Jace. Well, the instant speed threat is really nice. We have Subtlety for Narset and Jace. Solitude attacks Narset and Jace. Prismatic Ending for like 3 and 4 mana against these cards is so slow. Neither are particularly good, so I guess I would just generally say not to worry so much about it, because neither are very good. Alright, discard your Spell Snare, please. Got it. I should just play the Temple Garden, actually. Shouldn't be a big deal. Would have loved to draw a blue card so I could like Subtlety a Planeswalker and then go Birthing Ritual Quantum Riddler next turn. So maybe now I just hold up Subtlety, and then next turn I can go chant Birthing Ritual Riddler. Does Modern have viable ways of trying to do unfair things with Sphinx's 6 toughness? It sounds to me like you're really overthinking it. It's an interest. I don't even know how to respond to the question. Like, Modern is already a format full of little creatures and little removal spells, so just having a 4/6/5 mana value flyer is really powerful by itself. Have a dispute? Ah. The reveal of Days Undoing. I think I'm waiting on the Riddler until this Narset's cleared. Maybe this was bad because I could have had a second creature in play to play around removal spell. Sorry, I guess that was better. Too greedy, needed to draw cards. Oh my gosh. Sorry, chat. All right, round 3 of this challenge, or round 4 of this challenge is starting after 3 more matches. We can do deck text. That was embarrassing. Let's try this. I have not liked this card so far. It's definitely one I wanted to try out. I'm getting kind of close to cutting it from all the builds. Suspends a Lotus Bloom. So we're up against Belcher. Probably main phase the Felia. Cool to see Snapback. They choose Flare of Denial. Going to be tough to beat, maybe. Do I scam Starfield Vocalist into play here? I think no. I think I might want to Solitude Ephemerate. Spike, do you think Moxobo kind of forces its hand when building artifact decks? With its price being so high, it feels bad to think about not playing it. Are you playing an artifact deck in Modern? You probably should be playing Mox Opal. I can't remember the last time I said no to that. I think there was one deck that I wasn't that interested in playing Mox Opal in. I do often think that if Mox Opal was like a $10 card, there would be basically nobody calling to ban it for whatever that's worth. So I guess we chant to try to suspend the Bloom, although they might their last 2 cards might be Flare, Belcher, and then they cast this, draw on tap land, belch me. I'm not much a fan of the scales. Yeah, maybe hardened scales, but you know, you could get start stealing, beg your grandma for some money. I don't know, just like Mox Opal is here to stay. I think. I don't think it's going to get banned. If you really, really, really are pining for Mox Opal in the format, then I encourage you to, make it happen. Play Magic Online. It's just with a rental service. You don't need to, just play. If you play Magic Online, it's way more accessible too. Yeah, still 3-1 in the challenge. I'm not calling it ban it. I'm also not paying $500 for single points. I mean, that's fair. I mean, I don't know Mox Opals either. But if you do own them, it does unlock like a really big range of like cool brews and varieties. Like that is nice. Um, it really needs a reprint super badly. I think that they will reprint it at some point too. It seems like they should know that it's a prime candidate. Spike is Riddler so good? Yeah, Riddler is super good. Can win, loss, be a challenge? It's very difficult. You have to get super lucky on tiebreakers and win out. Isn't it true with all cards that people want removal from the format? Expensive one, Ragavan, initially ring, etc. Yeah, I think the cards that hit $100, people tend to want them banned like more than if they were cheap because they're inaccessible. But somebody's paying this much money for these cards. I mean, I can't even remember the last time I bought a Magic card. I do really encourage you, like, buy a card if you're going to use it, and don't spend any money on Magic the Gathering otherwise. Oh dang, I have no blue mana again. I don't know how I just noticed that. We'll draw blue mana. They flip over a Flusterstorm. No. That's sad. I bought every MTG card from set review. I mean, if you're going to use them, that's good. Wait, I have blue mana now. Let's go. Wait, they shoal pitch suppression ray? That's not fair. Okay, so now it's going to be a bit harder to solitude these guys, I guess. Gotta grab the endurance. I'm gonna shuffle these back in. Yeah, I think we might be seed shipping here. Okay, so I got another backup deck to play. It's also already in the deck command.